Debbie, so good to see you.
It's good to see you, always.
Always great to see you. Describe where we're at and how this fits in with Jessie.
Yes, we are in the living room of the Ross family. This is where Jessie lives, works, spends her time on the set of my new TV show, Jessie. So we're hanging out. That's the screening room where we watch movies, and if we're wrestling, it becomes a dojo. And it's kind of the all-purpose room. Right there is the kitchen. Our bedrooms are up the stairs, at the terrace. It's a pretty sweet set, I won't lie. We're always playing that piano if you're ever looking for us. That's
really?
where we'll be. Yes, I'm always like teaching the kids. We do little duets, and they're always like, okay, wait, what's literally in the middle of scenes? They're like, Debby! Just on the piano again. They like follow the music, and we're all just like lined up. It's cute. It's really cute.
Might we be hearing any music from you on the show?
I don't know. Jessie plays a little guitar. That was something from the beginning. I wanted her to be able to like sing little lullabies to Sky, or to Zuri, the character. So we have yet to like sing a lullaby, but that was something I definitely wanted to do just because I think it's sweet. She like tells her stories and stuff. But I play a little guitar in one scene in the park, or a couple scenes. You'll see that.
Now, you are the nanny to a whole bunch of kids. Some of these kids have worked a bunch. Some of them are new to the scene. What has it been like working with them?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been really awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like they're funny kids, and all four of them have such different, unique personalities. And what's interesting is I was very like creatively involved in the collaboration of the entire process. Thank you. And so when we kind of had all the different characters, we were like, we want them to be very different, but we want them to have this inherent like likability that kind of runs through all of them. And they do. One of them's like super sassy and sarcastic. One of them can be like a total prankster. One of them's a goofball, you know. But they're all just really likable. So when they came in for the roles, we were like, well, he's nothing like that character, but we kind of need him on the show. Like, he's kind of amazing. And we have amazing casting directors, and they found us these awesome nuggets, and I love them. I love all four of them, like, completely differently. We have different handshakes, we have different, relationships with all of them. And I think that's what's cool. It shows, Jessie, sometimes she's nurturing Sky, and she's like, or Zuri, and she's like, like, do not hit on me with Luke. Like, so she kind of has these different personalities with all of them.
Are we going to see any love on the show? Speaking of hitting on you.
Oh, hitting on me. We have an adorable doorman named Tony, played by the adorable Chris Gallia. He's a total babe. So he's hilarious too. He's always making the Nuggets laugh. He always comes up and like tells them stories or does impressions. He can do like 50 impressions in like a minute or something. It's crazy.
Oh, I love it.
He does a million of them. He's just hilarious. And so we have a bunch of fun together, and Jessie and Tony work together, work in the same little building, so they don't want to fuss or anything, because they don't want it to be awkward, and she doesn't have that many friends in the city, but also he's really, really cute, and he's really nice to her, so it's kind of this weird dynamic, and you'll see that a little bit. It's a little tense. You're like longing for this relationship.
And maybe we'll see something happen down the line, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Now, I love that you're wearing this beautiful Jessie fashion.
Thank you.
I hear that you're bringing a new trend or a new type of fashion to the show,
channel,
or Jessie is actually. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, with Jessie, kind of what I wanted is, after Sweet Life, when we started talking about different shows ideas, I was like, I want to be 18. I'm gonna be 18, and I want to play my age, and I want to wear clothes that I would actually wear. Some of the other characters that I've worn, not necessarily in movies, but in TV shows on the channel, I'm like, I wouldn't really wear those things. They're kind of very bright, or they're very, I wanted Jessie to have something like very real about her. I want it to be, you could pluck anything out of her closet, and if you were quite bold enough, you could wear it. I wanted it to be a little bit bold, a little bit cutting edge, not only like hip when you're filming it, but hip when the episode's coming out a month or two later. And it totally is. Yeah, and it totally is. I borrow Jessie's clothes all the time. And yeah, she kind of has this Tex and the City vibe.
Yes.
She comes from Texas, but she also comes from a military base. So she's got this strength. She has like a lot of hardware kind of jewelry, but she also has this like Navajo Indian feel. We order a lot of jewelry made by like Navajo Indian, like actual Indians on reservations and things like that. Yeah, because we want to have like a real vibe to it. And we also ordered these from like London, and this I believe is from New York. So we kind of have a bit of a little collaboration, but it grows too. It's like as you grow and your fashion changes. You're in New York City for a long time, you kind of grow a bit as well.
If you could come up with 3 tips for fashion for fall, what would they be? As related to Jessie's fabulous fashion.
As related, Jessie loves nude nails, and she loves like taupe and kind of grayish, but I also like hunter green and things like that, things that are a little jewel tones, but like tougher. Things like that, and that's one.
Yeah.
Two, I do my eyeliner a certain way. I do kind of like a thick black. It's not happening right now because I wanted to clean up underneath, but it's like thick black line with a wing and then a black line underneath and a little gap in between them that I like put a little wine line in. You'll see it. If you look really carefully, you'll see. And I kind of just like created that as a unique style for myself, and I only really wear it as Jessie now, so it's kind of like Jessie's liner. And number three is a bunch of like tights with everything. It puts summer dresses in perspective.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Take care.